Hi, welcome to vlog 6. I just got home from finishing my creative audio research project with Lou and Em, and I'm really happy with what we ended up with. I think we worked really hard and we came up with something that I'm really proud of, and I'm really happy with what we did. The part that I think we executed most successfully was engaging in research on the relationship between creators, brands, and viewers, and translating that research into a really well-informed narrative. After we had done the research, it was really easy to flesh out what the piece would sound like and what concept and themes we would include as well. On the other hand, an aspect of our project that I wish we could have worked on more was that perceived authenticity or professionalization in the YouTube creator model is not always a negative experience or leads to problematic behavior. A big factor in YouTube's success is its interactivity and how its users and creators can influence the culture and affordances that the website and corporations that fund it operate under. It would have been an interesting theme to weave into the piece if we found a way to include the research that didn't make it too convoluted. Something we touched on in class and in set readings that informed my work in the research project was that there's a culture of perceived authenticity that pervades YouTube. When we were in the beginning stages of the project and just gathering research, I was really interested in the common goal among creators to be professional, which meant working for and with corporations on YouTube. And an underlying theme in this culture is establishing a perceived authenticity with an audience, so your audience can engage with your content and the products that you are sponsored by, and therefore have their trust when you're endorsing a product. The most interesting and prominent affordance of audio-based media to me is how much more interactive it is compared to audio-visual media. Viewing a movie or video, for example, fills in all your visual elements for the audience and leaves much less to the imagination, and it's more passive viewing for me. Whereas media based solely on audio invites the listener to engage more with the piece and bring their own intrinsic value to the audio. Audio can also be more personal since the characterizations of the subjects are subjective to the meaning the listener creates from what they hear. I found that our audio collage of apology videos that we included in the beginning of the piece really highlighted how an audio piece can be more intimate. Just hearing the creators gave more insight to the creator's perspective, rather than seeing the visual of a YouTube page from a viewer's point of view. That helped set up the audience to be on our character's side and analyze how she wanted to convey perceived authenticity as a content creator. Working with Lou and Em helps me realize that it was helpful to just run with an idea. It was really easy to just throw out a half-realized or just a random thought into our discussion and have it snowball into an actual idea or concept that we could actually include in our project. Members of your group can be really helpful because they can provide perspectives or help your idea evolve into something more than what you are thinking about. I also am not much of a performer, so it was really helpful to work with them and see how they get a performance that they need for their work as well. A really helpful piece of advice that we got from screening our rough cut was that one of our collages was too long, and it was really helpful to get this advice because it also helped how we edited the rest of our piece as well. And just being able to show our piece to the class was really helpful to sit in their shoes and be able to hear what they were hearing and how they were taking it in for the first time, whereas we had already heard it a bunch of times before that in editing. So it was really nice to have a fresh pair of ears evaluate what our piece sounded like and have a fresh perspective on what we were trying to do. Other than that, I'm really happy with what we created and I had a great time on this project. So thanks for watching.